And so I think in a lot of cases, you have to be okay with not following the crowd. You have to be okay with standing by yourself. So even like the scripture says, the road is broad that leads to destruction and the road is narrow that leads to life. And so that's what you find in most cases. If you think the majority of people have not done research, the majority of people have not really investigated whatever it is that they follow. And so many people in the world continue to follow trends. You have to set yourself apart. Don't worry about the trend. Don't worry about what everybody else is doing. You have to understand and you have to know. I'm not telling you to go against the crowd just for the hell of it. What I'm telling you is to go against the crowd when you know that what you have thought out and your convictions and everything that you believe is right. So don't worry about where the majority of people are going. And so the majority of people do not even know where they're going. So you have to be okay with being you and doing what it is that you know in your heart is right. And I do know that it can get kind of scary. It can get, you can start doubting yourself and wondering if you are making the right decisions. But just know, if you have diligently sought out your answers, you have diligently sought out your convictions, then just know in your heart that what you are doing is right, and you have to not worry about where everybody else is going. Because in most cases, you just will realize that everybody else is just following trends. Everybody else is leaning on what they heard from other people. And you have to be okay with not following the majority. You have to be okay with, like people just like putting you to the side, or people pointing fingers at you and saying, oh, you just being rebellious, you just doing X, Y, Z, you just doing this. Like, I think you have to understand that, be convicted in your own heart. Like I said, don't make a decision just based on, hey, I just want to be different from everybody. But, if you have done your research, you have put in the work and you understand what it is that you are doing, you have to be comfortable with that. And so, like I said, most people will not do their research. Most people don't understand. Most people just follow after what everybody else says. And so you have to be okay and you have to be comfortable with separating yourself and just doing what you know to do in your own heart. Also, I think it'll help you sleep better knowing that you have followed your convictions. You didn't just go off of what everybody else says. And so if your decision turns out good or your decision turns out bad, you are the one to blame, either way. Like, you can take the credit for if it's good, but you also can take the blame because, you have thought it out, you have done whatever you done, and, it just didn't end up in your favor or whatnot. But you have to be okay with not following the crowd. Stick to what you know, and you have to let it be on you, whether it works out good or bad. So anyway, I hope this helps. And, if you find it helpful, go ahead and send it to somebody that you think it can be helpful to. And then also go ahead, like, subscribe, and just catch me in the next video. But until the next video, I'm Damien, and I'm out. Peace.